Previously on Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies.
Oh, okay, seriously, that face on mine is fucking disturbing. It's just seriously, look at it frozen with my mouth open. It's like, I'm going to eat you.
And now back to listening to people.
Hello!
This is NicoB, back with some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. We last left off, we got started on our adventure, and yes, thank you God, Apollo Justice made a return. Not that I don't love Phoenix, but I think I might like Apollo more. So, you know, I'm just saying, you know, if Phoenix happened to die at some point in this game and Apollo took his place, I wouldn't mind too much. Just saying. No offense, Phoenix.
Fuck you, Nico.
But anyway, you guys told me a couple important things. First off, it's like I was not aware of. This game is actually rated M in the West, apparently. M? Seriously? Mature? What? Holy shit! What the fuck happens in this game? You're telling me this has got the same rating as a Grand Theft Auto game where I can literally go out and pick up a hooker, fuck her, and then run her over with my car and get my money back? It's on the same level as this game? Jesus Christ, what happens? Do they sever somebody in half in here?
Well, as you can see from the location of the intestines, they're hanging from the ceiling, then proceed to use as a jump rope.
They sawed his dick off and stuck it right up his ass. That sick, twisted fucks.
I'm like, oh my God, wow, they went for a serious total change in this game.
Seriously though, I'm like wondering, god damn, some messed up stuff must happen in this if it got an M rating. I have to fucking brace myself. I feel like, I mean, granted, you know, Phoenix Wright games always dealt with, you know, murder of some form, and I mean, there was always a little bit of blood, but it was never like fucking bloodbath, like a Quentin Tarantino movie or something. I'm so blown away by that. I'm just shocked. It's gotta be some messed up shit though. It's definitely got me curious. But yes, and you guys also told me about how there's also a DLC case for this game. And that you should definitely check it out because apparently it's one of the better cases of this game. And apparently it takes place after case 2, so it's probably better to play it at that point. Okay, will do. I'll totally do that then. But anyway, when we last left off, we saw that Apollo had collapsed in the exploded part of the courthouse. Because I guess the doctors were like, well, he appears to still be bleeding out his head, and I don't know, he keeps passing out every now and then, but yeah, he's totally free to go. Alright, let's do this. Apollo, I swear to God, Apollo, if you fucking die like 5 minutes in this game, I'm gonna fucking kill you myself.
With my love.
December 18th, 9:34 a.m. District Core. Oh my God, this goes so slow. The developers of the game are just going through their head. They're like, you know what we need? That green dialogue that was going really slow before, let's make it go even slower. Or maybe it's just that fucking horsepower. That 3D engine's really just like slowing it down. District Court, defendant lobby number 5.
This isn't exactly how I envisioned the second day of this trial to start. But given how things ended yesterday. Good morning.
I ship her and Apollo now. Originally I shipped Apollo and Trucy, but I don't think that's gonna work anymore.
The mood sure is tense. That's any surprise.
Oh, hey. Did you read the paper this morning, boss?
Huh? The paper? Okay, that came out of left field.
You didn't read it? Then you don't know the big news. Somebody spotted an abominable snowman way up in the mountains.
What? Tell me you know the difference between a paper and a tabloid, Athena. What the fuck?
It might show up in the forest where you live, Junie. So you better watch out, okay? Is this bitch serious? You really should read the story for yourself. I couldn't even begin to do it justice. Justice?
Oh no. She's trying to make her think about anything else, but no, failed.
Huh? Oh, poor Apollo, and it's all my fault. Oh, Junie, what was I thinking? I'm so sorry.
Oh, damn it. Didn't get to do shit this game.
All right, peace out, world. Then I break into the game and like, no, Apollo, you gotta live. You gotta live. I'll give him CPR. Ha, ha.
What we found yesterday was not Apollo's dead, lifeless body. Thank goodness. Damn! I was hoping to have him out of the way so I could stay main character forever. He'd been assaulted by someone with a blow to his head and was lying unconscious.
Oh shit, really?
I figured it was because of his injuries. We rushed him to the hospital right away. Looks like he's going to pull through.
Seriously, goddamn.
Nothing good ever happens to me. I'm still quite a shock to stumble onto a scene like that. Is Mrs. Woods all right, Athena?
Well, I managed to get her to stop crying, and now she's resting on that sofa over there.
I guess she really feels responsible for what happened to Apollo.
Poor Junie. She believes that the reason Apollo was attacked is because he was helping her look for something in that courtroom.
Oh? I guess I can see why she'd think that. By the way, how are you doing?
Who? Me?
Yeah, you. I know you were concerned about Mr. Woods, but are you all right?
Me? I'm doing just fine, boss. I don't give a fuck about Apollo. I mean, yeah, it was a huge shock. But I'm alright. People who study analytical psychology are great at times like these.
So you guys are also pointing out, tried to sort of rationalize her whole gameplay mechanic with the emotions. They didn't really, I found they didn't really explain it very well, but when you guys elaborated, it made a bit more sense. She's really kind of going based on her, it's just she's listening to her heart. She means like listening to her heartbeat and judging her emotions from that. Okay, before she was saying like,
I'm listening to her, the feelings inside of her heart.
you know, it may sound like some Kingdom Hearts bullshit, all right? Which works okay in Kingdom Hearts because we're all about love and friendship and shit, but I mean, well, granted, I know supernatural shit happens in here all the time, but it just seemed kind of bizarre. And I think also the other thing that made it kind of goofy for me was just the faces on it. Like, it reminded me of those little toys you'd have when you were a kid, you know, that like those little wheels you would spin. It'd be like and the cow goes moo, and the pig goes ee-aw.
Wait, that's not right.
I know that this game has had a whole bunch of wacky shit. Fucking K's, like, reality-breaking little thief thing, which I still think is freaking insane. And Apollo's, you know, a bracelet thing, and the, you know, the Magatama, like, breaking locks.
After all, they've learned how to control their own emotions, too.
Somehow I don't think it's as easy as she makes it sound. There's no denying she's a real trooper. Paul doesn't remember a thing, does he?
Yeah, he can't recall anything from the time right before he was assaulted. Nothing about what he was doing in the courtroom number 4, or who assaulted him. Doctor says probably due to that hit he took to the head.
Assaulted in a court of law and losing her memory at that. I know that feels. Justice for all tutorial. That shit was so fucking stupid. Oh, that was the dumbest shit ever.
But who in the world would do such a thing, huh, Mr. Wright? Who? Who doesn't love Apollo? Just wait till I get my hands on the cow to hurt our Apollo.
Now, Athena. Thought you said you were in control of your emotions. Look how angry Widget is. Let's just focus on helping Miss Wood, okay? But I admit, I'm just as upset as you.
Really? You don't seem upset.
Yeah, I don't really care, actually.
Okay, boss, you're right. Apollo's assailant can wait until after we clear Junie's name.
That's a spirit, unless that's related somehow. I feel like it's gotta be, right? Now let's see. Better check the court record one more time before the final trial starts. Memory serves, and I have more than 6 pieces of evidence. Tail, remote control, and that thing. I should be able to switch pages with the, yes, okay, come on.
With the D-pad, holy shit, slow down, Phoenix.
Earth to Mr. Wright, I'm ready whenever you are.
You guys did say apparently this game can also be a little, like, too handholdy at times. Like, science will just, like, outright give you the answers. Like, even beyond just the tutorial of this game.
But it seems like they might have streamlined it a little too much. All right, let's get ready to rumble!
You bet.
With everything that happened with Apollo, I didn't have time for a proper investigation. I can't let that stop me, though. I have to get this right for Mrs. Wood's sake. And Apollo, I guess, too.
All right, we're gonna walk in, and they're gonna go like we always do.
December 18th,
Oh, for fuck's sake! 9:50 a.m. District Courtroom number 5. Oh, I miss the days when everyone was talking, and then I would go, "Shut the fuck up, everyone! Court is now in session for day 2.
Oh, that was a bit of a louder pound. Yeah, that's how you do it. Where was that the first day? I just had to get my arm warmed up, I guess. Oh, now we're reconvene for the trial of Juniper Woods.
Prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Defense is also ready, Your Honor. Now then, I believe I instructed the prosecution to further the investigation. Were you able to locate the remote switch in question?
No, I'm afraid the remote switch is still missing, Your Honor.
God, you're fucking useless. Your whole family's useless. I'll say I'm disappointed, Mr. Payne. Not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, it hurts even more than if you're angry.
No, actually, I take that back. I'm angry too. I'm angry and disappointed. Ah!
I apologize, Your Honor.
Ha! Looks like the prosecution is just as unprepared as I am. Yeah, this is gonna be a total clusterfuck.
There's a separate matter, however, that I would like to bring up during this trial.
A separate matter? I still can't get over how terrifying this face of mine is. You say, what might that be? Seriously?
I assume you're aware that another incident occurred during yesterday's trial. Speaking, of course, of the assault on Mr. Justice in the ruins of court number 4. All I've got to say is he fucking deserved it. Fuck that guy.
Uh-oh. Why is he bringing that up? Yes, what a truly harrowing experience it must have been. Poor Mr. Justice, God. But you know what? He put a lot of holes in my walls from his stupid laser shit, alright? That fucking cost me a lot of money! Little asshole still didn't pay me back for that yet.
At the time of the attack, Mr. Justice was not alone. He was with the defendant, Miss Juniper Woods.
He isn't going where I think he's going with this, is he?
The prosecution wishes to indict Miss Woods on the charge of Mr. Justice's assault.
Are you kidding me? How stupid are you? Wait, actually, I guess there was a point where she left the room, right? That we weren't with her. But still, fuck you. She loves him. Shut up! Order! Order the court! Mr. Payne, the incident under deliberation here is the courtroom bombing. I don't give a fuck about him. It's all of Mr. Justice, nothing to do with this trial.
Ah, but I believe there is a connection between this case and Mr. Justice's assault. Please take a moment to consider these facts. Both events occurred in courtroom number 4.
Oh, okay, I'm sold.
Really? Because there was a bit more.
No, that's it. That's all I need. Courtroom number 4. That place is a disaster waiting to happen.
This is the location of courtroom number 4, where the unconscious Mr. Justice was discovered. As you can see, it's quite close to where Detective Arm's body was found.
Courtroom number 4 diagram, add to court record.
The question is, why did the culprit feel the need to maliciously attack Mr. Justice?
Why indeed? What do you believe their motive to be, Mr. Payne? You're trying to say it was me trying to get my money back? I'd like to see that prove that shit, bitch.
I believe Mr. Justice found something in that courtroom while Miss Woods was with him. Evidence that fingered her as the perpetrator of the bombing. Fingered her gut! Just like I'm fingering my hair right now.
Stop saying fingered God. You mean he found some incriminating evidence?
Precisely, and so I surmise that the defendant picked up a piece of rubble and pow, right in the kisser! Hit Mr. Justice on the back of the head in order to silence him.
Objection! Junie would never do such a thing. She was devastated when we found Apollo hurt like that.
Miss Sykes, please control your outbursts.
It is the prosecution's belief that by deliberating on Mr. Justice's assault, we will draw ever closer to the truth of the courtroom bombing itself.
Very well. Miss Woods, hereby officially indicted on the charge of assaulting Mr. Justice. What? Why are you listening to Mr. Toupee over there? God damn. Come on, Udgy. Really, come on to me? Come on to you, all right? I do this shit all the time. I am both your friend and your worst enemy. Although, considering our conversation yesterday...
I think Apollo might have figured something out.
Wonder what it was.
He told me, I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper.
Maybe the two incidents really are related after all.
I'd like to start by hearing from the defendant herself.
Very well. Bailiff! Yes, Edgy. Please bring Miss Woods to the witness stand.
All right, I'm on it.
Get your ass up here, girl.
The bailiff, he was touching me in weird places. I'm sorry. I can't seem to stop. Oh, that's the good stuff.
Miss Woods, is she still really upset about Apollo?
Miss Woods, you went to the ruins of courtroom number 4 with Mr. Justice, did you not?
Yes, I
Good, good. If you would then please testify about what happened to the court.
All right, what do we got? Alone with Apollo.
I was getting ready to make out with him. I was going in for a kiss, but then I bumped my head against him and knocked him unconscious. I don't think he was ready for that.
Ah, your head is so hard.
Then when I tried to pick him up, one of my pigtails smacked him in the head. And then I also knocked him unconscious. I guess that's what I get for storing bowling balls and these things. During the trial yesterday, I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me, and we went to the courtroom ruins together. But then I was called back to this courtroom to give the testimony. Apollo insisted on staying behind in courtroom number 4. I swear I didn't attack Apollo. Why would I ever hurt such a kind person?
So, Mr. Justice, stay by your side while you were feeling unwell. What an honorable young man. I thought his loud voice was his only outstanding feature.
He may look like a little imp at times, but Apollo can be really nice too.
He's fucking adorable. He's adorkable. Hope she didn't hurt her wrist back ending that one out. But want us to wonder, why did Mr. Justice stay behind in the ruins?
To look super dramatic while the wind blew through his sexy hair. I think Apollo might have figured something out.
Something? What kind of something?
Something to do with the courtroom bombing, kind of something. I think.
Oh, new evidence for the case, was it? That's a very big kind of something indeed. Very much like my mouth here. I will eat you all! Hey, that was pretty good. Tasted a bit like turkey.
I believe so. You mentioned looking for some evidence when I called away.
Objection.
Objection.
Just I thought there is a connection between the two incidents. But the defendant has told a very big lie, Your Honor.
What lie is that?
When she learned Mr. Justice would be looking for evidence, she attacked him. She attacked him to give herself the chance to destroy that evidence.
No, I never.
Objection.
You got some evidence to back that up, Chief?
Miss Woods repaid Mr. Justice's kindness with violence. We found the proof for foul deed there in the courtroom ruins.
Oh.
Oh, God, this shit again.
Seriously, how many times has this been a thing? They always end up writing their fucking name in the floor, or sand, or whatever. What on earth?
Do you see it? There in front of Mr. Justice's right hand. Witness the message he left us.
It's written in blood! That's totally enough to be rated M. Oh wait, no, we've already done this like 10 times before. W-O-O-D-S. That spells, come on, Edgy. Wait, hold on, I got this, Commander. Woads?
You almost got it. Here's a little hint. I've got morning.
Oh, wood! Woods! It's woods! Why, isn't that?
That's right, Your Honor. It says Woods in capital letters. Way to go.
What?
I submit that Mr. Justice left us with the name of his attacker before he faded.
We didn't see that there before, though, right?
No, that can't be true. Why would Apollo write my name? Mr. Wright, the nerve of him leaving the message. Why would he do this?
Hey, don't take it out on me. I don't understand it any more than you do. We discovered Apollo yesterday. Yeah. Apollo!
No.
We didn't even have a chance to rush over to him. As soon as security heard Athena's scream, they ran in and cordoned off the area. Oh. After that, they were there in the courtroom, number 4 with Apollo the whole time. We couldn't investigate anything ourselves and had to leave everything to the police. Still, I never thought they would find some bloody writing there. So he could have written it, okay. Now then, please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. All right, bring it on, Payne.
I will say it is nice that the game now also lets me skip messages that I haven't read yet also. But just hitting the B button. Didn't used to let me do that. Okay, Apollo stayed with me. We went to the courtroom ruins together.
Hold it.
Press her on that. Why'd you guys go there?
Why exactly did you go to the courtroom ruins?
We went to look for my medicine to stop my coughing.
Your medicine? Why would your medicine be in courtroom number 4?
I in the heat of the moment. Bum Rep Wright, he was keeping my medicine safe for me. He has a little compartment that I can put things in, you see.
And Phony Fanta has the same type of pocket. That's where the bomb was inserted.
I had put my medicine for my coughing fits inside Bum Rep Wright. When I told Apollo about it, he said he'd help me go look for him. There was so much rubble in there, I was worried, but there was no rubble or anything in front of the witness stand. So when we got inside, Apollo went straight there and started looking for my Riney in that area. It was so nice of him to do that for me, in spite of all of his injuries. Apollo's so strong and kind, just like the trees of the forest.
She loves him. You're so cute.
The way she makes him sound, you think Apollo was some kind of ancient god. Oh, wait. He does shoot lasers out of his face, so maybe he is.
That's why you went to the ruins, I see. Seems to be quite an important fact. Please add to your testimony, Miss Woods. Apollo started looking for Bum Rep Ronnie near the witness stand where there was no rubble. But that's not where he is in the picture here, right?
Objection!
Bingo! What's his name-o? So he started a search with the witness stand, you say?
That's right. I guess maybe he wanted to start from the furthest point in the room. He was being so brave. And strong.
Well, that's odd. Under the circumstances, he shouldn't have been capable of that.
But he was, and he still is. He may not look it, but he really is brave and kind too. I love him so much.
Blah. No, that's not the point I'm finding fault with. Someone has a crush on Apollo. Doesn't take a lawyer to see that. What you are claiming is something that no one should have been able to do.
Well, I should think that anyone could be brave and kind if they want to be, Mr. Wright. How dare you? How dare you sully Apollo's name? Jesus Christ. I think somebody else has a crush on him, too. You're goddamn right I do. What'd you say? I love my beloved Kameda, of course. That's what I thought, yeah. Sounds like I forget you're always watching.
True, anyone can be brave and kind, but if you would be, please take a look at this diagram. The courtroom in this state, how is it possible to walk up to the witness stand?
Oh,
I see your point. The road blocks off access to the area around the witness stand. Oh, I thought he was just in a different, kind of far enough away from it. But yes, I guess it does that too.
Just such a tiny ecosystem even matter? Perhaps the witness is simply misremembering it.
Great, now I'm not so sure it matters.
A real man doesn't make mountains out of molehills, you know.
Well, that's precisely what Mr. Wright does best.
A ghost lander, Your Honor! Asshole.
So, was it really impossible to approach the witness stand? I have to say, it's a bit hard to tell with any accuracy from just this diagram. Mr. Payne, do you have any other photos of the crime scene?
Let me see, Your Honor. Yes. I have one more. Here it is. It's a more pulled back version of the photo I presented before.
Oh. Hey, the thing is in there. The rolly thing. Was this supposed to be in there?
Huh? What's that hunk of metal on the wheels? Mr. Payne, is the metallic object in that photo Mr. Tonate's bomb transport case?
That's right. Is there some problem?
Yes, that transport case was there in the courtroom floor when the bomb went off. It must have been there ever since.
oh, that's it.
Miss Woods, have you remembered something?
Yes, I just realized its position. It's different from before.
Its position? The position of what?
The position of that big metal thing.
The bomb transport case.
Yes, when Apollo and I went there, it was in a different place. Where the case is in the photo was, where the case is in the photo was open space, so it was easy to search the stand.
I see. So where was the transport case when you and Mr. Justice saw it?
As I recall, I think it was more to the right.
To the right. Then that means... In that case, the case was over there at the time of Apollo's attack.
Who cares where the transport case was when? What difference does it make? Has nothing at all to do with what we're talking about.
Objection!
Wrong pitch. Where the transport case was has everything to do with this discussion. In fact, it's so important that it's enough to turn the prosecution's argument on its ear.
What?
Well, that certainly sounds very relevant indeed. And you sound as though you know where the case was at the time of the attack.
Yes, Your Honor, the diagram represents the crime scene as shown in the photo. And this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault on Mr. Justice. All right, I have this. The bomb transport case was here at the time of Apollo's attack.
Oh, on top of his message. So how could he have written it, right?
Take that!
Take that! Boom! Your Honor, I said that this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault.
That's inconceivable.
I wonder if your hair's gonna blow off by the end of this. I bet it will. Join your brother in the balding club. Mr. Woods, was this where your transport case was when you saw it?
Yes, that's where it was.
Thank you, Miss Woods. I'm sure the court has noted an interesting fact about this position.
Oh, the transport case covers up the writing of the blood.
Exactly. The transport case was in that position at the time of the assault. Then no message could have been written there because that case was in the way. Which leads us to conclude that Mr. Justice couldn't have left that bloody writing.
Why should we believe the defendant's claim that the case was in a different position? She's obviously lying. You're lying.
The fact that the case was moved after the assault of Mr. Justice is proved by more than Mrs. Woods' testimony alone.
What? Where's the proof you're talking about?
It's in the picture. You can see the left a track, I think.
It's right here in the crime photo.
I'm keen to see this proof myself, Mr. Wright. What in this photo indicates that the transport case was moved after the assault?
These, little things here.
Take that!
Take that! All the proof you need on it is right.
Oh, fuck me. No, come on. No. Where is specifically does you want me to point here? I'm pointing at the tracks. I guess I have to point more where...
Take that!
No, what the fuck? I don't really get why it's clearly tracks. I'm trying to point at the tracks. I don't know what it wants from me. It's very clearly these tracks. Oh, maybe over the bandage itself?
Take that!
Oh, I'm sorry. Why did it have to be the bandage and not just the tracks that are, like, spread out beyond the bandage as well? Please take a look at the mark that runs over Mr. Justice's bandage here.
I see it. Oh, yes, there I see it. Not the other spots that also had tracks. What is it?
Mark was made by one of the casters from the transport case carrying the bomb. This case was moved and ran over his bandages. In other words, the transport case was originally to the right of Mr. Justice. Then after Mr. Justice was assaulted.
I guess it was suggesting that I mean, I guess the tracks themselves wouldn't mean it. It had to be that it ran over his bandages, but I don't know. I still feel like
Still would have been enough to prove it, but whatever. Transport case was moved.
what?
Just Miss Woods said the case was covering the writing at the time of the assault. Therefore, it's impossible for Mr. Joseph to have left that message in blood.
Put that toupee of yours back down. Good lord.
You did it, boss. It was a real nail biter, but you pulled it off.
Yup, I'm the best. I should bring down the prosecution's claim like a house of cards.
Calm down, everybody. Jesus. Order the court. Mr. Wright, it was a very clever deduction.
Oh, shucks, it weren't nothing, Your Honor. Nothing but pure genius. Take that. Oh, yeah. Yes, right, get over here and suck my dick. Max Payne.
Boss, good lord. Sensing a definite smug and braggy vibe coming off of you. Jesus. Put that dick of yours away.
I have just one question, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Justice didn't leave this message in blood. Who did?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Well, we all saw that was gonna come crashing down. That's what happens when I get super arrogant and smug. Looks like I should have taken that train of thought through to the last station.
Well. I've heard a lot about this. So this is Mr. Wright's famous bluffing technique, is it?
Oh, this feeling within my beard. It brings back memories of the old days. By which I was still old back then, and I'm just continuing to stay the same. I have looked like this for 83 years. Back when you were carved out a name for yourself by bluffing your way through thick and thin.
Gee, Mr. Wright, the judge kinda makes you sound no better than a 2-bit con man.
That's probably about pretty accurate.
You made your argument with such confidence, Mr. Wright. Now I'd like to hear your answer with just as much confidence.
Hey, the judge asked the question. You didn't catch on either, Buster.
What now, boss?
I hope you didn't bluff your way into a corner.
Think, Phoenix, think. There must be a way through this. I have to dig my way to the truth somehow. Who could have written that message in blood?
The culprit. Apollo. Someone else. Probably the culprit.
Apollo didn't leave that bloody writing.
Maybe it was Apollo's attacker who wrote it and made it look like Apollo did it?
That seems like the most reasonable explanation.
But wait a minute. Just realized something, boss.
What is it?
Look at the amount of blood in the photo. Doesn't look like Apollo bled very much. What if it's even possible to write out Woods with this much?
Hey, you're right. Good thing Apollo didn't lose that much blood. That might be a factor in why he survived the assault.
Since there was so little blood, that pretty much rules out his attacker, huh?
I guess so. But if it wasn't his attacker, then who else could it have been? Someone else? If it wasn't Apollo, who could have left the bloody message?
Oh. The victim with her blood.
Take that!
To be honest, I don't actually have any real proof of this. But I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Besides Apollo, there was one more person who shed blood at this crime scene.
Person who shed blood? You don't mean?
Oh, but I do. I believe it was Candace Arm who left behind this message in blood.
What? You realize that doesn't really help your case, though?
I know!
What? Detective Arm? Are you sure you know what you're doing here?
Not really.
Objection!
Objection! What kind of ridiculous assertion is that? If you had said that the attacker left the message to throw people off, it might have made sense.
At first glance, that would seem to be the most reasonable explanation. However, Apollo didn't shed enough blood to write such an extensive message.
Uh-oh.
I see. Even the photo makes it clear there wasn't enough blood to write all those letters. Mr. Justice did survive. I suppose he didn't bleed very extensively in that case.
But why would Detective Arm write the defendant's name? There's no connection between the two whatsoever.
And I didn't even know the lady was killed.
I meant the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and defendant. They had never even met each other.
That's very true. Well then, let's see. Then maybe the intended meaning of the message is not what it appears to be.
The intended meaning?
Not what it appears to be?
Maybe the message was not intended to be Woods. It's swood.
It's upside down. Yeah.
Smooth. Smud.
Coming from you, that's quite the bold statement, Mr. Wright. You wish to assert this bloody writing could have some other meaning.
Yes, Your Honor. For something I pulled out of a wormhole, it would turn out to be true, right?
Objection!
Ha! It clearly says Woods. Does anyone can plainly see? What other meaning could it possibly have?
Objection!
Objection! The Candace Arm was a detective. Maybe Woods only means something to the police. Like a police scanner code for something, for example.
I expect to think of that. Didn't think of that.
Nah, you may have tricked his honor, but you'll never get the best of me. I have a thing for studying on the weekends, and as you may have already guessed. And there is no such radio code as Woods in this state, dear Mr. Wright.
Is that a fact?
Don't look at me. I know as much as you do about police codes.
You know this! I was quite taken with the defense's new theory. But if they can't substantiate with anything, then I must end things right here.
No, please wait, Your Honor.
Very well, but before we discuss this theory any further, I demand a plausible explanation. So, Mr. Wright,
What is the true meaning of the bloody writing? Well, I believe it's...
No stalling! If you can't come up with an answer quickly, I will declare this discussion officially over.
I'm in trouble now. What other meaning could it have besides the obvious one? Maybe it means something in another language. Or maybe it's a code. Think, Phoenix, you can do this.
Which piece of evidence will tell us what this word woods really means? Guessing it has to do with this case here, but I'm not seeing where the woods comes into play.
Take that!
The bomb transport case? I really don't get it, to be honest. Perhaps they're here with your shenanigans, Mr. Wright.
Take a look at the numbers on this case, Your Honor. L101 or 0015R. Doesn't this string look vaguely familiar?
Does it look kind of like woods?
I don't really see it though.
Well, wonder. What does that have to do with anything?
Huh. What could those numbers possibly have to do with the case at hand?
Now please take a look at the bloody writing shown in the crime photo.
Oh, I think I see it.
Do you? Because I kind of don't. Atta girl, that's not one on my side.
It says woods.
Blah. Or you could say it's a horse of a different color, Your Honor. The first character isn't a W. It's actually an L and a 1. The next two are zeros.
Oh my goodness.
True behind the bloody writing isn't Mrs. Wood's name. It's a number engraved on this bomb transport case. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm really not seeing it. Like, it really looks like a W.
Well, some bad handwriting you got there, but I guess your head got smashed in, so... Where's the D and the S come to play? I guess the S would be the 5? What about the D, though?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Objection!
What are you talking about? The next part doesn't make any sense. The next number is 1. The bloody writing says D.
Objection!
The number on the case and the bloody writing can be made to match up quite easily. This is how the number on the transport case can be made to match the bloody writing.
Oh, we get rid of 2 lines on the 5 there, and then it becomes the round part of the D, like that.
Yeah, I guess. Please erase the third downward stroke of the W and the curved part of the D. Yeah.
Well, would you look at that? Oh, I see. Someone went in and changed it to make it look like that. How convenient! Those numbers could be so easily changed to her name. Look at that. L-I-0-O-O-I-S.
Oh, Your Honor, it's meant to be read as a word.
Liar!
It's the number L10015, which if you take away the final R, is the exact same number that's on the bomb transport case.
Huh. Erase 2 lines and they match up, you say? Well, I can change anything into anything else by simply erasing 2 lines. What if we erase 2 lines from your name? Would you be happy as Mr. Wright?
Well, would you, Mr. Wright?
The only right spelling is right. That's the only right way to write right. Okay, I'm doing pretty well here. I think I've drawn the right conclusion. Detective Arm's real message to us is the bomb transport case number. Your Honor, the 2 lines were added by the real culprit to intentionally mislead people. The original message Detective Arm left behind was the transport case number. Whoever assaulted Apollo changed the message.
You're right, boss. Then what do you suppose Detective Arm was trying to tell us?
Oh, come on. I mean, the clearly evil guy is evil. Who would have thunk it? Good question. What does this number represent?
Do you see this number here? That is my identification number.
Candace Arm lost her life in the courtroom bombing. Her dying message could only have had one purpose.
No, don't you do it! Don't you demon do it!
I will demon do it.
It can't be that my fucking witness ends up being the bad guy? What are the odds of that?
Pretty high, actually. You'd be surprised. To tell us the number of the one responsible for the bombing, or the name.
Well, oh, keep us in suspense, Mr. Wright. Tell us who's trying to name.
The culprit that the victim was trying to identify is none other than Mrs. Woods.
What?
God damn it, Wright!
Right, you're so fucking stupid! Who do you think it is? Evil guy! That's what's to stand up Mr. Detonate on the chart of the courtroom bombing.
It'd be funny if I picked some other name. It'd be funny if the game just crashed, because the developers literally thought it was impossible for anyone to be that stupid. They're like, no, it's not possible. They couldn't have picked anything else.
Detonate? No! The guy who has detonated his name couldn't possibly be the bad guy. Apparently disabling bombs isn't Mr. Detonate's only specialty. Somehow the victim must have realized that he was the bomber. So when she was caught in the blast, she left his bomb transport case number as her dying message, as opposed to, just his fucking name, like a normal person. Used Mr. Detonate's own ID to figure him for the crime.
Will we stop using the word finger so often? Why would anyone want to go out of their way to write an ID number? Wouldn't they simply write the person's name? Oh, good, I actually can't believe I pointed that out.
He's got a good point there.
What do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright?
That only Detective Arm would know the answer to that. But allow me to offer a theory. Perhaps Detective Arm couldn't recall Mr. Detonate's name in the heat of the moment. So recall this was the first meeting between the two. It's entirely possible they wouldn't have been familiar with each other.
Oh, so maybe she just saw the number on the case.
Or maybe using the ID number was a way to hide its true meaning from the real culprit. Thus lowering the odds that they would erase the bloody writing.
What do you mean that doesn't make any sense at all. You tell me the guy wouldn't know his own dumb ID? That robot-looking motherfucker who was just like spouting it earlier? But no matter what the reason, the important thing is the meaning behind their message. The fact remains, she wrote Mr. Detonate's ID number.
Now, just one moment here. There hasn't been any proof yet it was indeed Detective Arm who wrote it. The bloody writing wasn't found during the investigation after the blast. Detective Arm had left a message who should have been found at the time.
Objection!
Naturally, Mr. Detonate hid it before anyone could discover it. And there's a simple explanation for how he was able to do so. By moving a thing on top of it, right?
What?
Mr. Detonate was able to cover the message, but because he's
A stickler for details. The first to find the body. Oh, wearing his weird goggles. Yes, right. He was the first to find the body.
the first person to discover the bloody writing was Mr. Detonate himself.
I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body.
When Mr. Detonate saw that the victim had written his ID number, he used the bomb transport case to cover up the bloody writing as a stopgap measure.
Oh, so that's why the message in blood was under the transport case.
He didn't have enough time to try and scrub away the writing. If he didn't report the body right away, he would look suspicious. So his letters lived on to serve another function. When Mr. Detonate used them in another incident.
Oh, I see.
Oh, it's all of Mr. Justice. Exactly, blah. Mr. Detonate hit upon a plan to use the bloody writing for his own purposes. So he didn't clean it away. Instead, he made it look like Mr. Justice wrote it by adding 2 lines to the writing that Detective Arm left behind. Change the meaning of the message. I see. Okay, that was driving me crazy. I was like,
I'm not seeing how that one's in there, or that fucking D.
he made it look like Mr. Justice was accusing Miss Woods of the attack.
So that means...
The only person who could have altered the bloody writing was the courtroom bomber, who was the same person that assaulted Mr. Justice. And that person is Detonate. I am gonna blow your hair off, yes. That is my power as Phoenix Wright. The power to bald.
Order the car! Order, sir!
Looks like we'll have to hear from the bomb specialist himself. Mr. Payne, please have Mr. Detonate take the witness stand. That's a weird fucking name.
Ah, yes, Your Honor.
That was great, Mr. Wright.
Just do what I do best. Pull shit out my ass. Which is flying by the seat of my pants.
Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try.
I finally draw Mr. Detonate back onto the witness stand. Looks like you'll get your wish, Goggle Man. Now watch me take your lies apart. I will rip you to shreds. And make this game rated M.
Mr. Detonate, I'm afraid we have a few more questions for you.
I understand the situation, Your Honor. I was keeping a close eye on the proceedings from the gallery. I can see you. The allegations are all laughable.
Objection!
I wouldn't be laughing if I were you, Mr. Tonate. The message in blood matches your ID number. That's right there. The same ID number that is there on that mob transport case.
Such a far-fetched theory, no better than a tangled ball of wires. Yeah.
I have untangled them for you in no time at all. You were the first person on the scene after the detective arm left her message in blood. You were the only one who could have hidden the writing and then use it again later.
I see ×2, but then let me ask you, do you have any proof that Detective Arm wrote that message with her arm? Dead arm.
That's a very good question. Well, do you, Mr. Wright? The best way to prove that a detective arm wrote that message is to
Analyze the handwriting, analyze the DNA.
Your Honor, request that a DNA test be performed on the blood itself. Once we know whose it is, it will be obvious as to who wrote the message.
Damn.
Very well. Bailiff! Come in, I get in there! Yes, sir. Oh, God, you're right there. Please put in a request for a DNA test with the forensics team.
All right, I'm on it. Yes, Your Honor. Now, commit away!
Blast off through the ceiling. Oh, God, I love that little weird fuck. It'll be some time before we have results of the analysis. I'm sure Gumshoe or somebody will come running in here at the last fucking moment, right when you're about to lose, and save the day with it. Until then, let's hear more from the witness.
I would like nothing more, Your Honor. I want the court to hear how ridiculous the defense's theory is.
Oh, you about to die, bitch. Here we go.
After the explosion.
I admit I was the first on the scene after the explosion, but there was no bloody writing there at the time. Anyway, there is no way Detective Arm could have written it. She struck her head on the rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. She was too far away from where the bloody message was found.
So you're saying that the victim's body was nowhere near where the writing was? Let me look at that picture. Oh, wait. I don't see any blood on that hand, but why couldn't they get a shot of the other one?
Precisely. It is as plain as day that she could not have written it. It's true the body was discovered near the entrance to the courtroom. Please have a look at this crime scene photo.
Oh, here we go.
Why didn't I get a full shot of this before? Seriously.
As you can see, there's blood on the rubble near the victim's body. She must have died after hitting her head there.
You know, I feel like if we waited, like, you know, just a few minutes for the DNA to come back, we wouldn't even have to argue this, but all right, let's just do this anyway. I see. All right then, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Do you have what it takes to take my infallible testimony apart? That's totally what someone who's innocent would say.
All right, let's do it, fuckface.
Okay, I was the one actually. I was there with the first one, like, explosion. There's no blood writing there at the time. Anyway, there's no way the Detective Arm could have written it. She had struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. Oh, caused by impact with a flat object.
Does that look like a flat object to you?
That corner there.
Objection!
Bitch, you be tripping. You are a terrible liar, Mr. Tonate. Take a look at this autopsy, specifically the part about Detective Arm's head injury. Cause of death, trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object.
Yes, what about it?
Now take a look at the bloody piece of rubble. It's sharp and pointed.
You're right, boss. It is pointy.
Yes, like my hair.
Oh, just like your hair.
Oh my God, you just read my mind.
Just like your hair.
That is odd, isn't it? Oh my God, his hair is pointy. I've never noticed it in all these years we've been working together. What could it be? The meaning of this conversation?
Jesus, calm down. Believe me, the victim did not hit her head on this piece of rubble. The blood stain you see is just another fabrication. Its purpose is to mislead us into thinking the victim died near the courtroom entrance.
Are you claiming the culprit moved the victim's body?
That's exactly what I'm claiming. Blah. The victim hit her head at some point at some other location. Most likely on the floor, some other flat surface. And this location was somewhere near where the bloody writing was found.
In that case, she definitely could have written the message.
Your Honor, I have the results of the bloodstain analysis.
Oh, goody, goody. It better be plot breaking. Very good timing. Let's have a look. Of course, report the message was written in Detective Arm's blood. And as the defense claims, only the parts of the message that were written were added afterwards, or written in Mr. Justice's blood. It would appear the defense's assertion is correct after all.
And all we had to do was wait 5 more minutes.
Yes, you did it. You were right, boss.
After to arrive at home, I'll have to take a good look at the bloody writing analysis later.
Nah.
Mr. Tony, it's now apparent that you have told several lies in this court. I hope you have some sort of explanation for yourself. I'm just gonna give you a couple of freebies because that's what I do to all the people that end up being bad guys in my courtroom.
Fine, I will confess.
Bill? But then why are you so calm?
This time, I will tell the truth.
All right, I'm gonna let that one go. Of course, the truth.
It is true that Detective R wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote L10015R. I was shocked, but I did not detonate the bomb. Detective R must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My B.
My B? Stupid asshole. Fucking should throw you in jail for obstructing evidence. I see, so here's your assertion that you merely moved the body. It is your assertion that you merely moved the body, is that it?
That is correct. I did not kill Detective Arm.
Oh, well, if that's all you did, then... Wait a minute! That in itself is a criminal act! Yeah,
Glad to see you finally crossed that finish line, Your Honor. God, I was about to come over there and smack you.
very well then, your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright. I'll arrest you for that later.
Okay, get ready to go down, RoboCop.
Okay, wrote the ID number. She very plainly wrote it. I did not detonate the bomb. Detective must have mistaken me for the real bomber.
Hold it!
If I'm mistaken, do you mean you had nothing to do with the explosion?
That is correct. That is why I was so shocked when I saw my ID number. The victim may have suspected Mr. Tony for no reason other than the fact that, as the bomb specialist, he was in charge of the bomb. In other words, a false accusation. It's vocational discrimination, I say.
I do not support discrimination of any kind.
Well spoken, Your Honor. If the victim had been found to be killed with a gavel, Mr. Blue Suit over there would probably have pinned the crime on you.
He would? Well, that just wouldn't do. I would have to kill him with my gavel. I will fucking fuck you, Phoenix. Mr. Wright, you dare try to pin anything on me, I will find you and get out of court. I will turn into a goddamn Super Saiyan.
I've never even tried to harm a hair on or strand of your beard, Your Honor.
Well, say it, Mr. Payne, because I am so closely associated with bombs. How demon dare her? I was afraid I would be prosecuted if anyone saw the bloody writing.
That's not what's written there now.
Objection!
Bitch. I just want to make doubly sure that L10015R is really what you saw written in blood.
Yes, it clearly said, okay, blah, 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 blah.
But that's odd, because that's not what I see.
Objection!
What on earth are you babbling on about now? Wasn't it you who claimed that the bloody writing was his ID number in the first place?
Take a look at the photo in the bloody writing analysis. Now tell me, does it really say that? Something is missing, isn't it? And that something is the final R.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Tony?
Oh, right, now I remember. There was no R on the end. It was just a slip of the finger. My bad.
Come back, my beautiful contradiction.
Oh, I see. Okay, I was kind of wondering about, I was still a little confused about the name thing, but part of the block fell off. It's part of the tile fell off. So it's probably hidden somewhere.
Mr. Wright, I'm not so sure it was just a simple slip of the finger.
You have something for me, Athena?
It's just that he's extremely agitated, almost panicked.
He does look pretty flustered. No, I'm not really seeing anything.
Well, Mr. Wright, it appears it was nothing more than a mere mistake.
I don't know. Did he really just make a typo? I think it's pretty obvious. You just look at it, you can see that it used to be there. What about that R? Did Mr. Wright really see it? He thought he saw it all. Saw an R. No, he actually saw it. Mr. Tony really did see the R. There's no R anywhere in the bloody writing. What's going on here? Huh? Now I'll take a good look at the photo. I think maybe. No, that's it.
What is it now, Mr. Wright? You're trying to imitate Apollo in his courts of steel.
I am Phoenix Wright, and I can yell! I've got it. So that's what happened. A slip of the finger. Is that really all it was? Because I don't think so. I suppose that Mr. Tony really did see the letter R.
But, the photo clearly shows that there's no R.
Blah. No, Your Honor. Actually, just the opposite is true. The photo shows that Mr. Wright actually could have seen the R.
If you're going to make that claim, then you better be able to point out what you mean. What part of the photo shows that Mr. Tony could have seen the R? The part that's right freaking there. Look at that. Look at that shit right there.
Please look here to the right of the 5. Do you see a little bit of red?
Oh, I see. Just on the edge of where the floor is broken up.
Blah. That's right. The R. That's the R that Mr. Tony saw.
Sure, the witness wear some very, very odd goggles. But that doesn't mean his eyesight's bad, nor his brain power. What part of that little smudge looks like an R to you?
Action!
Oh my God, how stupid are you people? Mr. Tony saw wasn't that little smudge. There was a whole and complete R written there. Before the floor was damaged by the explosion.
Oh, well, that explains it. What?
Care to explain what you mean? Because you just proposed that everything happened in the exact opposite order.
Oh, I didn't realize what they're suggesting here. Because the floor was destroyed from the bomb, that means she wrote that before the bomb went off. Which means, I guess, he killed her before the bomb detonated. Possibly.
Yep, because that's the way it really went down. The timing of when the R was written turns everything about this case around. Just like it always does. And if the floor was damaged by the explosion, when was the message written? Before the explosion. With the bloody message running off the edge of the damaged floor like that. We can only conclude that it was written before the explosion.
But that's ridiculous.
If that were true, it overturns your own premise.
That's right, it does. In fact, it turns everything upside doodly.
Not upside doodly.
The victim was not killed by the explosion in the courtroom. She was killed before the explosion ever occurred.
Oh my God, my brain! Order the court!
What kind of preposterous claim is that? Have you forgotten that the victim's body was found at the scene of the explosion?
Action!
True, but consider this scenario. She was hit on the head and killed before the explosion, or even before the trial began. Her body was subsequently placed in the courtroom ruins after the bombing occurred. That way it could be made to look like she was a victim of the blast.
Sounds like we had better look into what the victim was doing right before the trial. Mr. Payne, did anyone see Detective Arm before the trial?
Let's see. According to the police report, oh, here it is. One person saw the victim before the trial, and that person was Detonate. Wait, what? No, fuck!
No one beside Mr. Tony saw the victim? Wow, that's totally not conclusive at all.
That appears to be the case, Your Honor. No. Beep, boop, boop, fuck me.
I will now ask the court to recall something. Specifically, Mr. Tony's words from yesterday.
It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb.
Oh, my turkey bagels!
Mr. Tony, that's where the trial you were with the victim. The two of you were together at the scene of the crime, courtroom number 4. Your Honor, the defense requests new testimony from Mr. Tony. We wish to hear what he has to say about his whereabouts just before the trial.
Mr. Tony, your testimony, please.
My testimony, there is no need for...
It's completely unnerved, Mr. Wright. You must have hit the nail on the head.
because all I did was transport the bomb to the courtroom. I already told you,
Ah, blast this thing! I was only in the courtroom with the victim because of our work. I swear I was only transporting the bomb there.
Objection!
You and the victim were alone together at the scene of the crime. In other words, you certainly had the opportunity to commit murder, did you not?
Dis. You always leave yourself so open to attacks, Mr. Wright.
What now, Mr. Payne?
Yes, Mr. Tony may have had the opportunity to kill Detective Arm, but an important piece of your assertion is missing.
What important piece?
The murder weapon. What do you claim was used to kill the victim? Mr. Payne has a point.
Is it a flat object? Could it be the case itself, or maybe one of the bombs, like maybe his fake bomb or something? Although I don't think he'd be holding it around with him. I don't know. Yeah, maybe the case. I think we see it. Mr. Tony had the chance. Without a weapon, he can't accuse him of the crime, unless he wiped it off, I guess.
Mr. Tony.
Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, God, now he's getting fucking demon face. I didn't have any sort of weapon thing that could be used, some murder weapon on me. I couldn't possibly have killed Detective Arm.
Did he really have nothing he could have used a murder weapon? What is it, Athena?
Just looking over the victim's autopsy report, hoping there's something in here that can point us in the right direction.
Well, it does say she died from trauma to the back of the head with a flat object.
Yeah, and to inflict that kind of specific kind of injury, all you would need is a flat surface, right?
A heavy, blunt object with a flat surface could definitely be our murder weapon.
Well, Mr. Wright, could you indicate for the court what was used to kill Detective Arm?
I believe I can. Believe being the key word here.
You can? Please do so now! What did Mr. Tony have that could have been used as a murder weapon? I'm guessing his own case?
Take that!
No, it's too heavy. Fuck. I wasn't sure. I thought maybe he could have done that with that. Guessing the bomb itself then, maybe?
I guess it was that. All right. They're both flat surfaces. The other one's heavier. I guess it would have been too heavy to lift, though. Mr. Tony, you said you didn't have anything that could be used as a weapon. But in fact, you had the perfect thing.
What? What the devil are you talking about?
You had this.
That's the bomb. I thought you were trying to prove that the victim wasn't killed by the bomb blast.
Blah, blah, blah. The bomb blast, no, but I believe Candace Arm was killed with this bomb. Get smacked in the face with it, because this is the blunt object that delivered the fatal blow to her head. Ah! Please recall the description of Detective Arm's head wound. The trauma to the back of head caused by impact with a flat object. We assume this injury was sustained when her head hit the floor. But a blow from any flat side of this bomb could produce the same wound pattern. Ah! 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 What's with him?
Oh, hey, look at him laughing. Oh, what a good person.
Then show me proof. Where's the evidence that I hit the victim with the bomb?
Ah, he's right. I don't have anything decisive.
Did you find any of the victim's blood on the bomb? That would be decisive proof. But too bad, the bomb is blown to bits. It's long gone. Ah! Boom! Game over, bitch! Yeah! Dead!
Mr. Wright, is there really nothing on the bomb in the photo?
Oh, don't see any blood or anything. There's a crack on the glass there, though.
Wait, the timer display's a little broken here. Maybe it broke when it made contact with Detective Arm's head.
It's definitely a distinct possibility. Unless we find a fragment with the victim's blood on it, it's not gonna count.
I guess you're right.
By setting off the bomb, Tony managed to obliterate all traces of the murder weapon. What in the world do I do now?
I see. So he killed her with it and then detonated it to hide the evidence.
Times like this, I've got to change gears and look at things in a different way. Instead of looking for things he wasn't able to hide, I should be looking for a way to expose the things he did hide.
Like the remote control, right?
Detonate murder detective bomb before the trial started. Then he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off, which means there was something he needed to keep hidden until then. And I think I have just the thing. Time to present the photo that shows exactly what Mr. Tony had to hide.
Her body, right? So,
Take that!
Your Honor, something we've all been overlooking. The murder took place before the trial.
oh, he put her body inside his case, I bet.
Then Mr. Tony would have had to hide the body somewhere during the trial.
Hey, you're right. Figure out where that hiding place was.
Exactly. We might be able to find some evidence we can pin him down with. So where can Mr. Tony have hidden the body during the trial? Right here, baby. Wait, the box big enough for a body. Box that was in the courtroom the whole time. Box that nobody would touch if they thought there was a bomb in it. Mr. Tony!
What is it? Do you finally have some decisive evidence to show me?
No, you're the one who's going to show it to me.
Come again.
You heard me, bitch. Now show me what's inside the bomb transport case.
What? Why? No, there's no need.
I've got him now. Just before the trial, you killed the victim with a blood object. And then you placed her body in the ruins of the courtroom after the bomb went off. Clearly, you were trying to make it look like she died in the explosion. But where was the body hidden during the trial?
Oh, I know the answer. I hadn't thought of that.
The answer is right here. Inside a box made of thick alloy plating that could withstand any impact.
No, that's completely false.
If it's false, then you should know objections to show us your transport case. So, let's open it up and take a look inside, shall we? Open it up for Daddy Phoenix.
Oh, who said hold it? Who said that? Oh!
I did. Let's not. Not if you value your life.
Oh, shit. What's he up to now? Oh, shit. Fuck.
Remain calm and listen carefully. This bomb will detonate in 5 minutes.
What?
Huh?
I repeat, this HH-3000 will detonate in 5 minutes.
What's going on?
Your Honor, I recommend you adjourn this trial before we all die in a blaze of glory. Before this bomb goes off.
Mr. Tony, are you threatening me? Bitch, I will cut you!
I am the only one who can disable this bomb. If you do not want to die, your only option is to listen to me. But Mr. Tony, did you just say that there's a training that's just a training model, fake to practice on? I did, but I also lied. This is the real deal. This is the HH-3000.
The HH-3000 was used to blow up courtroom number 4, wasn't it?
How do you know it was the real HH-3000 that blew up courtroom number 4?
Huh?
The bomb that blew up courtroom was a different one. One that I made.
What? Are we taking that as a confession on your part?
Take it any way you would like. Just before the trial, I took the HH-3000 out of the stuffed animal and put my own bomb into it. That was the bomb that exploded and destroyed courtroom number 4.
Mr. Tony, please be reasonable!
God damn it! You've doomed us all, Pain!
Ah, fuck! Why do I always invite all the idiots up here? You really expect us to believe a crazy story like that?
The HH-3000. It is so unique. I had never seen anything like it. It is so unique that I could not replicate the detonation mechanism.
So he didn't have the original bomb in there. That's okay.
So I just had to have it. Besides, did anyone look inside the stuffed animal during the trial? Did anyone check to see if it really was the HH-3000 in there?
I must confess, no one opened the stuffed animal check. Fuck! So there's really a possibility the bomb was switched out?
No, not a possibility, a certainty. I did it.
So he's had a real bomb with him this whole fucking time. He's been disassembling it and reassembling it.
I know, I'm a crazy psycho fuck. You had better get out of here while you can. You do not have much time. Nah.
Oh my god, he's gonna murder us all!
Order of the court.
I'm out of here, bro! Get out of my way! It's gonna blow dude, run!
Boom. Ah.
And everyone died.
You four are still here. Well, aren't you brave?
It just wouldn't do for the judge presiding over this court to run like a little bitch. Also, I just realized I actually don't have legs, so I can't actually move from this spot. But that horrible explosion the other day, fuck! That's gonna be me in a second! The judge looks like he's about to book it for the nearest exit any second. And Mr. Payne. And he's off.
Mr. Wright, what do we do?
We're gonna battle him in a Marvel vs. Capcom style brawl. Yes, Phoenix Wright time. Oh, it's pretty pathetic to run now. Wouldn't be pretty pathetic to run now, wouldn't it?
But the bomb might really go off.
Only 3 more minutes, folks.
Is that bomb really the HH-3000? What should I do?
Run like a yellow-bellied chicken.
Run like a little bitch. Stand my ground. I ain't gonna die today. I can't run now.
Well, it's been fun, but I will be going now with my dear HH-3000, naturally. Oh, and by the way, I wouldn't advise against having me followed. Even with no remote switch, this bomb can still be triggered manually. If I think I'm being followed, I will detonate it on the spot. Farewell.
You're not going anywhere, motherfucker.
Hold it! You're not going anywhere, Ted Nate.
Oh.
Your Honor, there's no reason to be afraid. That bomb is a fake. Are you sure, Mr. Wright?
Huh. More of your famous bluffing, even at that risk of your own life.
Mr. Wright, none of your bluffing now! Not time like this! My beard is at stake! Lives are on the line here! I'm not bluffing, and I have proof. You do? Yes, of course, Your Honor. It's right here in the photo of the bomb, clear as day. Proof that Mr. Tone's bomb is not the real HH-3000. Really? How then immediately? Where's the proof that what Mr. Tone has is holding is not the real HH-3000? The display here, right?
Take that!
Boom! Display for the timer on the bomb in the photo is broken. Most likely it broke when Mr. Tone used the bomb to attack this detective arm. The display on the bomb in front of us is not broken. Oh, you're right. Therefore, this is not the real HH-3000. Mr. Tone was clearly lying when he said he switched out the bomb and the stuffed animal. The real HH-3000 blew up in courtroom number 4. This bomb is nothing more than a fake. I'm all used for training purposes. Ah! Fear not, Your Honor. I will examine the inside of the bomb transport case myself. Yes, please do that, Mr. Wright. No! Stop! Boom! Fucking explosion. What is that? What could that possibly be? Is that ketchup? No! Is it strawberry jam? No! I think it's actually Tabasco sauce! I knew it! I caught you red-handed now, bitch! You've been eating out of my mini fridge, haven't you? Is that a blood stain? Just as I expected. Your lies have all been blown to bits, Mr. Tone. A confident DNA analysis of this blood stain will confirm that's Detective Arm's blood. That those results will conclusively prove that you murdered Detective Arm. How about it, Mr. Tonate? Think you can dismantle this decisive evidence? Dramatic pose! Think it's time for you to freak out now. Do it!
Dismantle it. You're too late. You missed your test run, so now you're out of time. This HH-3000 is about to explode.
Don't try to threaten us, Mr. Tonate. I've already proved that your bomb is a fake.
It's real. This bomb is the real thing, I tell you. It's real.
Mad Bomber, party of one.
There's one. No time left. It's going to blow. I have to disarm it. Take it apart. Dismantle anything. I can take apart evidence. I can take apart bombs. I can dismantle it all. Dismantle! 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 I'm not gonna make it! Only one thing left to do. Stop!
Oh, fucking headbutt. Dead.
Made it.
Oh, I thought his fucking head blew up. Oh, there's the M rating right there. His head is...
Game over. You suck. Dismantling attempt
fail.
It's all over. My life has been blown to pieces. It's all that stupid woman's fault. I was selling the bombs I disarmed on the black market. I tried to take this one. She just had to notice, didn't she? She confronted me in courtroom number 4 that day. That's why I had no choice but to bash her stupid face in. Before I knew it, what I was doing, I hit her. It's all her fault. I was looking for a place to hide her body. She left a message in her own blood. I was about to start, so I didn't have time to clean it up. Now all of this. I thought for sure I could disguise her death with an explosion. Stupid defense attorney started sticking his nose into my business. After my testimony yesterday, I went to courtroom number 4 and found that kid all up in my bomb transport case. All up in my business. That's when I stuck behind him and BAM! When the idiot police arrested that little girl, I thought for sure I could pin it all on her.
would have gotten away with it too if it was for that pesky Sonic the Hedgehog.
Why? Oh, why?
Well, looks like you blew his eyeballs off. That's a plus for me. Yeah, Tony, you are hereby under arrest! On suspicion of the courtroom bombing and the assault on Mr. Justice. By suspicion, we mean you fucking did it, because you just told us you did it. Your innocence of guilt will be determined at a later trial. Clunk. Now then, I see that members of the public have returned to the gallery. Welcome back, you fucking pussies. One person, however, seems to still be running far, far away. Be that as it may, I will now announce my Miss Juniper Wood's verdict. Not guilty! Let the confetti fly! Yes, we brought the back! The confetti! And beautiful three-dimensional glory! Well, technically, confetti's still 2D, but you get my picture anyway. I swear I can still hear him in the distance. Where's the turn? Everybody, fuck off! I'm going to Burger King!
December 18th, 12:31 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 5.
You did it, boss!
Yeah, I guess we managed to pull it off somehow. Always in 2 parts. It's always the first case is always a 2-parter.
So many mysteries cleared up all at once. It was amazing.
Just sort of worked out that way, didn't it?
It's the kind of thing that usually just works out. You made it happen. And the way that mean old prosecutor hightailed it out of here, that was great. Mr. Wright, Tina, thank you for everything you did for me.
I want to see that other, I want to see Gasp's hair get blown off. Oh well.
I'm so happy for you, Junie. Dad can go back home to the forest in peace.
Back to the forest, people.
Go back to your funny little woodland critters.
I hope the both of you will come and visit me there sometime.
That would be nice. Thank you for the invitation.
I don't know, Mr. Wright. I'm not so sure you could make it all the way up to Junie's house. How high up do you live again, Junie? Around 3,000 feet, I think.
What? That's no forest. That's a fucking mountain.
But you know, boss, there's something that still bothers me about the case. One little mystery we never got around to solving.
Oh, that, yeah. I was wondering about that too. Yeah, the remote control. Is this the unsolved mystery you're thinking of? Yeah, what happened to this thing? The remote switch, right?
Yeah, I wonder where it disappeared to. Maybe Mr. Tony just got rid of it somewhere.
Yeah, here's a pretty big thing to leave unsolved, though. Now let's leave it up to the police to find. For now, we should be celebrating our not guilty verdict.
I guess you're right. Hey, I know, Junie, shall we go report the good news? You know, to that certain someone you love so very much. Okay.
Huh? Your grandmother?
No, silly, to Apollo, you know!
All right, he's someone who exists. All right. Well, why don't we go to the hospital together to see him? That stupid asshole. He better not be in bed this whole game.
Good idea. I bet he's bored out of his mind. Okay. Okay!
And so the courtroom bombing case came to a close. The next trial was just over the horizon. There's never a dull moment with so many lawyers in the office, that's for sure. And never a dull day for Phoenix fucking Wright. Apollo Justice, Athena Sykes, and me, Phoenix Wright. Between the three of us, there's no case we can't solve. When our powers combined, I am Captain Planet! And we're also an unstoppable team. At least, that's what I believed. Until doom came. But all that changed with what Apollo said to us that day. It was something that would put my faith in us to the ultimate test.
Date, question mark, time, question mark, Wright Anything Agency. My God, what happened? Oh.
Sorry, but I'll be taking a leave of absence.
Wait, what do you mean by a leave?
Can you at least give me a reason why?
No!
I can only say that this is something I must settle on my own.
Hey, there's Trucy. Hi, Trucy. No, Apollo, come back!
Oh, why, Apollo? Why are you shutting us out?
What happened to you, Apollo? Ever since you put that jacket on, you've changed.
What is that jacket anyway?
And now, for whatever reason, all my mind keeps doing is returning to the day I first met you.
Oh. Oh! Hey, what's up?
We had tackled our first case together. He and I, this past spring.
Oh, hey, we're flashing back again.
And as we did, I came to know who he is and how he thinks. It was a very peculiar case. One in which the victim was killed by a mythical creature.
What?
Oh no, am I getting a weird one?
We'll have to find out next time.
End! But not really, because there's still more.
A new episode's been added.
The monstrous turnabout, oh shit.
Okay, well, with that, I think we're gonna end it here for now, but we're off to a good start, and oh goody, I think it says like next time I might be in control of Apollo then. Yes, good, good. I missed his cords of steel. Well, cool, I'm liking how this is going so far. That was a pretty good first case. I mean, not as good as I think some of the other ones, like Trials and Tribulations had a fucking amazing tutorial case. Apollo Justice had a really good tutorial case too, didn't it? That was a really good one. I don't know, but between those two, but it was still a good one. I enjoyed it. I look forward to playing more of this game, and I hope you guys are too. Anyway, like if you enjoyed this episode. Subscribe now, become Peaky Penguin. Aboard the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. By the way, as a quick reminder, the Persona 5 art contest ends tomorrow, so make sure that you get your entry in today if you still want to enter it. So anyway, as always, guys, till next time, stay classy.